What's up, fellas? It's Fari. Let's get it. Like, comment, and subscribe only if you fuck with it. And be sure to follow me on Instagram at organic.fari. So today's video is a little bit different. First off, I want to apologize. I haven't posted in a while for many different reasons, but coming back on YouTube with another video, I wanted to give you guys something special. This topic right here is something that is, I don't want to be dramatic, but it's very near and dear to my heart, brother. In today's video, we will be talking about how to rebuild your discipline and master sexual energy before 2026. There's 34 days left in the year, brother. There are 34 days left in the year, brother. What you choose to do with your time, your energy, and resources for the remainder of the year will set you up for 2026, brother. It starts now. To be honest with you, it been started, but it's not too late. So the core promise in this video, guys, is by the end of this class, you will understand why you've lost discipline, how to regain control over your body and mind, and how mastering your sexual energy is the key to sustained focus, power, and peace. Brother, we'll talk a little bit more about it deeper in this video, but your sexual energy is very important. On this channel, we don't bash women, we don't hate women. In fact, we love women. In fact, brothers, I may love them too much. But once you learn how to conquer this energy and actually use it in productive ways, brother, your life will change. It'll change forever. It'll change forever, brother. But why are you still stuck, brother? You're feeling distracted, drained, and undisciplined, brother. You may have fell off physically. You may have fell off in relationships. You may have went through heartbreak, brother. It's natural. We've all gone through it. I fell off physically before, brother. I've went through heartbreak, brother. I've experienced and went through financial stress, brother. I've been through mental purgatory, brother. I've been emotionally unstable, brother. And I've been spiritually empty before, brother. But you have to ask yourself, why do you feel this way? And once you ask yourself this, brother, you have to realize that all of that can change now, right now in the present moment. It can change today. It actually needs to change today, brother. It needs to. And there's only 34 days left within the year. I've already said this, and I want you guys to listen to me very closely. You do not need any more motivation. You need calibration. You do not need any more information, brother. You need to learn how to implement the information that you already have, because you already have all of the things that you need, brother. You have the knowledge. You have the experience. You have the desire, brother. The thing that you lack is action. That's why you are stuck. So today, brother, by the end of this video, the hopes is that, and if you stick through it, it's not a hope, it's guaranteed. I will help you align your body, your mind, and your energy, brother. Take a look at the picture, brother. This is me driving Amazon a few years ago, brother. At this point in my life, would I consider a low point in my life? Definitely it was. It was, and not because of my occupation, brother, but it was my mind. It was just my state of being, brother. I wasn't in the best state of being, but around this time is when I started to implement some of the things that we're talking about today, brother, and that's why I've been able to make a change. That's why today I'm very happy with my life, brother, despite all external stimuli, brother. Despite what's going on in the external world, brother, my internal world is peaceful. I promise you, I'm happy and filled with love, brother. And all I want to do is give my gifts to the world, unattached to outcomes, brother. Unattached to external validation. I don't need it. I don't need it, brother. And you do not need it either. But let's get right into it, guys. This right here is the basic framework of how you are going to rebuild your discipline, brother, and how you're going to take control of your sexual energy. There's three main steps, three main phases, three main areas of focus I want you to focus on for the next 34 days, brother. Give it your all, and I promise you your life will change. And if you can see the things on the screen, physical structure is the first thing, mental calibration is the second, and sexual mastery is the third. Brother, when these things are aligned, you operate with focus, you operate with clarity, you operate with control, brother. You are operating at peak performance. When they're off, brother, you live in chaos. You live in lust. You live in confusion, brother. You are living in survival mode. And if you go down my YouTube channel, I've talked about this in other videos, brother. There's three main levels of consciousness, brother. When you're living within the consciousness and the level of awareness where you're trapped within your survival instincts, brother, you're doomed. You're doomed. It's nature. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. There's a time that you want to operate from this lower level, brother, but living in it is stressful, brother. You're living in dis-ease, and dis-ease causes disease, brother. We have to get out of survival mode, brother. That's the goal of this video. That's the goal of this entire channel, brother. I just want you to align with the highest version of yourself. Don't compare yourself to the next man. Look at him for inspiration. And yes, you can learn from the next man, brother, but be the best version that you can be. As long as you can look in the mirror and say, yo, I gave it the best that I could today, you're good, bro. You're golden. You're golden. But let's go, guys. Step one is physical structure, brother. The reason why physical structure is important, brother, is because it really does teach you discipline. If you can get up and go move weights when you don't feel like moving weights, if you can eat the food that you don't feel like eating when you need to eat it, brother, that's discipline. Discipline is not just something, I've said this in other videos, you can't just inject it into your body, brother. Discipline is something that is built when you repeatedly and consistently do the things that you don't want to do when they need to be done, brother, because you understand that the payoff is greater than sitting around. You understand that when you sit around, there is no payoff. And I'm not sure if you guys have ever tapped in with Jim Rohn, but old white guy, full of wisdom, one of the old school guys. Go and listen to some of his stuff if you haven't already. But here you can see I have a quote by him: discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments, brother. That's the only thing that's separating you from attaining your goals is discipline. It's consistent action, and discipline starts with your body, as I said earlier. And when you're physically weak, brother, your mind follows. Your mind follows, brother. Every single time that I fall off in the gym or I fall off of my physical routine, whether that's me working out at home, me working out at the park, me working out in the gym, when I fall off, brother, I can feel my mind weaken. I can feel my state of being begin to lower because physical fitness, it's it's tough, brother, because I've been trying to figure out whether the mental side or the physical side is more important. And the reality is, brother, all of them are very important. You cannot lack in any area. And when you're out of shape, brother, you lose self-respect. You do, brother. When you're fat as fuck and your belly is hanging over your stomach and you can't see a digging stick, brother, you're ashamed of yourself. When you're skinny as hell and a girl can't even rub on you, she can't even lay on you because you skinny as shit, brother, you lose self-respect for yourself, brother. Let's keep it a stack, brother. Let's keep it a stack with each other right now. Let's keep it all the way 100% honest. And physical training builds your self-trust, brother. It builds your self-trust because you do what you say you would do, brother. And like I said, you cannot inject self-respect. You cannot inject discipline into your bloodstreams, brother. It's something that is, you have to put action behind it. And that's why so many men lack discipline, brother. That's why it's so hard to stay disciplined consistently, brother, because it requires consistent action. And physical training directly impacts your state of being. We've already talked about this in many different videos. Physical training is not limited just to the physical world, brother. It is a very spiritual thing. It helps your mental out. I would say that me personally, I go to the gym more for the mental benefits. Obviously, you get the physical benefits with it, brother, but the mental benefits that come from going to the gym are out of this world, brother. But when it actually comes to building the physique that you want, a lot of people won't say this online. A lot of people, they just say, hey, buy my workout, I have the best workout. There's no best workout, brother. As long as you're moving your body, you're good. The hard part about building the physique you want is the nutrition. It's the nutrition. And even outside of building the physique that you want, it directly impacts your hormones, which directly impact your mental state, which directly impact your performance and your quality of life, brother. It's deep. A lot of you niggas is eating straight fast food and wonder why you always have brain fog. A lot of you niggas are eating dumbass food and wonder why you can't stay up. A lot of you is eating dumbass food and wondering why your life is the way bro, it's because, bro, it's literally because of what you're putting in your mouth. Pause, brother. It's literally because of the foods that you are eating. Processed foods spike cortisol and insulin. This causes stress, fatigue, and brain fog, just like I said, brother. Your gut produces 90% of your serotonin, brother. So if you're eating a lot of junk food, you're going to have a junk mood. I gotta add shit in here that rhymes so it can get into your skull, brother, so you can actually hear what I'm saying. Take the time to love yourself, brother. Take the time to love yourself. Feeding yourself properly, brother, is self-love, brother. It's hard, brother. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying this is something that's easy that you're just gonna get the hang of today just because you watch this video. You have to practice, brother. You have to practice. You have to practice. All of this plays a role in your state of being, brother. Yes, we want to build the physical physiques of our dreams, brother. Yes, we want to improve our physical and sexual performance, and the gym definitely does help with that, brother. It's it does, but the nutrition plays a much bigger role. It plays a role in all of that, brother. Your nutrition is going to impact your state of being. Your nutrition is going to impact your physical performance. Your nutrition is going to impact your mental performance. And your nutrition is going to impact your sexual performance, brother. If you do not believe me, brother, eat clean for the next 34 days and tell me how you feel. Eat clean for the next 34 days and tell me if you have brain fog. Eat clean for the next 34 days and go to the gym and tell me if your performance hasn't improved. Eat clean for the next 34 days and go lay down with your lady and tell me she's not satisfied. More satisfied than when you was eating McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, and all this bullshit every day. It is what it is, brother. I'm keeping it a stack with y'all, brother. I've been there, bro. I still go through it sometimes, brother. I can literally feel my body and my mind performing differently based on the foods that I'm putting in my body, brother. It's real. It's a fucking, bro. It's a war. It's a war going on, bro. And you're gonna either keep going along with the program that they want you to go along with, brother, or you're going to wake up and you're going to realize that, yo, I really gotta start moving differently, brother, if I want different from my life. Real shit. Look at this picture, brother. Look at this food, brother. Grilled asparagus. Nigga, I made this shit, bro. Cook some food for yourself, nigga. I'm not talking about no noodles, no tuna sandwich. Nigga, go cook yourself some food, nigga. Some what I did, I pan fried the asparagus, the white rice, the beans, nigga. Look at this shrimp, nigga. That plate don't look good to you, bro. It's whole foods. It's all healthy foods, nigga. And a side note is I only eat seafood. I don't eat no meat, nigga. Fire feed that, lift up, bun up, move up. I'm not hating. I'm not gonna tell you to stop eating meat, brother. That shit just sound crazy, but do what you gotta do, brother. Do what you have to do. I only eat seafood, but I'm on the skinny side as well. So, like I said, I was burning out the fast foods and shit, brother. But some you do need to incorporate processed foods into your diet here and there, especially if you're very skinny. If you're fat as fuck, no, cut it out. Don't eat no processed food, you fat bitch. You ate too much already. If you're a skinny little nigga, like I'm on the skinny side, brother, sometimes you have to eat that processed food. When you're in the mode of trying to eat a certain amount of calories, because like I said, nutrition plays the biggest role in foods, and that's my biggest weakness is eating a lot of food consistently. I don't have a problem working out, brother, but it's the food. If you want to gain weight as a skinny dude, you have to eat a lot of food, brother. You have to eat a lot of food, and if you download my Fitness Pal on the other screen, I'll actually go back down in the corner. There goes a picture of the app. If you download that, brother, it'll calculate all of the calories you need. It'll calculate how much protein you need per day, how much fat, and how many carbs you need per day, brother. It's simple. All the information is already available to you. You already knew that, brother. Before you watched this video, you knew about my Fitness Pal. Before you watched this video, you knew that food plays a big role, brother. But I gotta sit here and make this fucking PowerPoint and put it together for you guys. And I don't have a problem with that because that's what God put me on this earth to do, is to help niggas out. Because there was a time that I was watching videos like this and I was getting help from other niggas. So it's no issue, bro. It's no issue. I got you. Don't worry. So now let's talk about some of the training routines that you can put together for yourself. So movement clears stagnation and boosts mental clarity. We've already kind of went over that, brother. Once again, obviously, it improves your sexual and physical performance. But something I need you to understand is that sleep and nutrition are non negotiables when you're chasing a specific physical goal. A lot of people want to just focus on the training routine, brother. As long as you're consistent and you're working on something, you're going to grow, bro. You're going to get stronger. You're going to look better. But if you're not sleeping properly, if you're not eating the food that you need to eat, brother, you're not going to see any progress. But if you see here, I put together 4 fitness routines to follow. These are routines that I followed personally. So number one would be 5 times per week. So that would look like rest one day, legs the next day. The next day you're going to work on biceps and your triceps, aka your arms. The next day you're going to rest. The next day you're going to work on your chest. The next day you're going to work on your back and your shoulders. And then the last day you're going to do legs and you're going to repeat. It's a lot, brother. It's a lot. That's an intense workout routine right there. And I don't recommend you jumping straight into that if you have no gym experience. But then the next one would be 3 times per week, which would literally just be a full body push day and a full body pull day. You're going to alternate days. So you're going to do full body push, rest, full body pull, rest, full body push. And then the next week, you're going to do the following. Now, the third workout routine that you can follow is calisthenics, and this is going to the park, and you should do this 3 to 5 times per week. Don't bullshit if you're going to do the calisthenics. Anytime I'm in my mode of doing calisthenics, it's usually when it's warmer out. I definitely enjoy working out outside, brother. This is one of my favorite workout routines. When you're doing the calisthenics, it kind of reminds you of being a kid, brother, because you're moving your body, and it's real strength. If you can move your body around in different configurations and different variations, brother, you're pretty strong, brother. One of the moves that I've learned in calisthenics is the muscle up, brother. I think every man should learn how to do the muscle up. It's a practical skill. Imagine you got to pull yourself up when you're on the side of a mountain, brother. Who knows? But the last fitness routine that you guys can follow, and this is the bare fucking minimum, brother. If you're broke, so you can't afford a gym, or you just really don't have the time, at least make sure you're doing at least 100 push-ups per day. Try to hit that every single day, brother. If you're not working out, like I said, all of these workout routines will definitely build your physical physique, brother. But this is really a mental and a spiritual game, brother. Putting yourself on one of these programs is going to build your discipline, brother. It's going to. It's guaranteed. I've never been on one of these I've never been on one of these workout programs, brother, and haven't been disciplined. Actually, the times that I've caught myself being very undisciplined or the most undisciplined in my life is when I was not following one of these routines, brother. Listen to the words that I am saying because I've been through it. I go through it. But I found a way to get over it and conquer it, brother, and I'm sharing that with you. So don't just watch this video and feel good because you watched the video. Brother, you already know all of this fucking information. All of the information is already out there on YouTube or Chat GPT. You already know all of this, brother. Do the fucking work. That's what this shit boils down to. But which routine should you choose? So 5 times per week, you're gonna feel more productive. You're gonna build more definition. If you're going through heartbreak, brother, go 5 times per week. If you're going through heartbreak, brother, go 5 times per week. I promise you, you do that for about 30 to 60 to 90 days, brother. You're no longer going to be heartbroken. I mean, you'll feel it, brother, but trust me, the things that'll happen within those 30 to 60 to 90 days because you're going to the gym 5 times per week, you're gonna get over that, girl. I can guarantee that, brother. 3 times per week is probably the best routine if you're very skinny because you don't want to be going to the gym so much where you're burning off so much energy. And the times that I've went to the gym 3 times per week is when I've gained the most weight and I've looked the biggest. 5 days per week, I looked more defined. I got more of a pump. It felt more productive. But 3 times per week, honestly, in my opinion, has given me the most size and has given me the most progress that you can actually see. Calisthenics builds your confidence, brother. More skill and control with your body. Like I said, I learned the muscle up, brother, is pretty cool. Pull-ups, obviously, dips, squats. One thing I do want to learn is the pistol squat. That's the one-legged squat. I can do it if I'm on a slanted surface, but I want to be able to do that clean. And then, like I said, at home is the bare fucking minimum, brother. If you're doing 100 push-ups, this just saves you from losing your self-respect. Um, but yeah, guys, if you need help putting together the perfect physical training structure, this is something I help my brothers with in my program. Most programs will give you these same routines and plans just to see results, but like I said, we focus on true self-mastery and complete transformation, brother, in our brotherhood. So book a strategy call with me down below so we can start putting that together for you. All right, guys. So the second step when it comes to building your discipline, brother, and mastering your sexual energy is mental calibration. Your mind controls your focus, brother. And typically, if you're not focused, you are overstimulated. Your attention is fractured across 1,000 different things, and you never complete or check off all of the tasks that you have inside of your brain, brother. So you keep open loops, and these open loops are continuously draining your energy. You're continuously thinking about the things that you want to do, thinking about the things that you are supposed to do, rather than just doing them, brother. You can't stay focused when your nervous system is addicted to chaos. And a lot of you niggas is addicted to chaos, stress, anxiety, and depression and don't even know it. I'm not speaking clinically. I'm not saying you're clinically depressed or you need meds for anxiety, brother. To keep it a stack with you, I don't believe in that. I mean, people, there are some people that are mentally ill, brother, but we all struggle with certain levels of mental illness that you can dig within yourself and go and look within yourself. And if you mentally calibrate your brain properly, brother, you can defeat any type of sickness or brother, brother, brother. I'm going to tell you something right now. The brain plays a very big role. It's everything, brother. Everything starts with a thought. I already have a whole other video talking about this, how everything is energy and everything is mental, brother. So calibrating your mind is very important. Do not skip this step. A lot of niggas can start a routine or get hyped up because they saw something on YouTube, but they can never sustain it because their brain is not calibrated to perform those actions on a consistent level, brother. You have to actually become that person and embody that identity. I'm gonna tell you guys something. This was my experience. So one of my best years as far as working for someone else, because I've had good years working for myself and running my own business, but one of my best years, brother, that I had in sales, very good year, made a lot of money. I had a thick Dominican, nice brown skin. She was cooking for me every night. She never told me no, super feminine, super submissive. I had the money. I had the women. I was working out, brother. But my brain was not there. I don't know what the fuck was going on, brother. But whatever was going on with my brain, brother, I was out of alignment, brother. I didn't feel aligned. And because I was not aligned, brother, because I was lacking this right here, mental calibration, everything slipped away, brother. I lost everything, brother. I lost the bread. I lost the physical physique. I lost the big thick. Yo, I used to call her Big Body Benz, brother. And she might be watching this, but brother, mental calibration is super important, brother. And after going through many different scenarios and many different situations where I realized I really had to get my mind in check, brother, there's a few things that I use personally to this day to help myself calibrate my brain. And we could talk more about that. I've talked about it in other videos, but just some practical steps that you can use or that you can take to calibrate your mind, brother, is you can go on a dopamine detox, brother. And I'm not speaking about a challenge. I hate to even use the word dopamine detox, but it's something that is popular on YouTube. So when I say it, you already have an inclination or idea of what I'm talking about. But remove all distractions, brother. Something that I do is I put both of my phones on do not disturb at night and in the morning. There's certain times and there's people in my life that don't like it. There's people in my life that joke about it, like, yo, every time I call your phone, that shit goes straight to voicemail. Yes, brother, because I'm protecting my peace. In the morning, I'm not waking up immediately and grabbing my phone and scrolling. I'm not allowing the social media algorithm to determine my mental algorithm, brother. I'm getting up and I'm not doing any scrolling. Throughout the day, I try to do limited scrolling, brother. And something that I'm definitely not doing is I'm not beating my meat, brother. No masturbation, brother. I haven't did that shit in years. I'm not touching myself. I'm not watching another man pipe down on what, bro. Like when you think about it, that's low key body, bro. You watching another nigga dig another, like, bro, like, come on, ain't you touching yourself, brother? Like, it's nothing against that community, brother. But like, if feel me, if that's what you like, that's what you like, brother. But I'm not touching myself. I'm not chasing cheap dopamine, brother. If I wanna, if I wanna bust a load, brother, I gotta go out and show up in life and be able to attract a woman, and that's when I'll bust my load, brother. I'm not touching myself, brother. I'm not. But another thing you want to do is you want to structure your day. Um, Something that I've talked about in other videos is the 168-hour breakdown. We all have 168 hours per week, brother. If you sit down and you calculate how many hours you spend at work, sleep, in the gym, bro, you'll realize that you don't have that much time. Especially if you're bullshitting and you're spending a lot of time doing dumb shit, brother. You'll realize that the time you have is limited and you need to use it efficiently. That's why you need to use Google Calendar, brother. My whole schedule is on my calendar. If it's not on there, I'm not doing it, brother. Down to when I'm linking a girl, brother, I gotta put that shit in my calendar, brother. I have to run your life like a business. I have a to-do list. That's another way that you can help build your discipline, brother. That's another way that you can help calibrate your mind, brother. Get all of those ideas and those tasks that you have in your brain and put it, whether it's on physical paper or a digital app, put it down on a to-do list, brother. Section it off. Order them in the Put them in order from high priority to low priority, brother. Brother, it's simple. A lot of this shit is elementary, basic shit, brother, but hey, but yeah, I talk about it all the time. The way that you want to structure your day is you want to rest, train, grind, make love, and repeat. There's a time and place for everything, brother. There's a time to sleep. There's a time to train. There's a time to grind. There's a time to make love, brother. Why are you trying to make love when you're supposed to be training or grinding? Why are you trying to grind when you're supposed to be training or making love? Why are you trying to train when you're supposed to be grinding or making love, brother? And why are you trying to do any of these things when you should be resting? It's rest, train, grind, make love, repeat, brother. It's simple. And the last thing I want to talk about is something called inner calibration, specifically something I call the organic code. It's a resource that I it's a resource that I allow my brothers to use when they join the brotherhood. It's something that I use every single day, brother. And it's basically affirmations, but there's a very specific way that you want to write these things down about yourself. There's very specific emotions that you want to evoke when you're creating this thing to read daily, brother. I've given examples of this on the channel before, brother. So you can dig through the YouTube and you can find out what the organic code is, or you can just DM me on Instagram. We could talk about it. I could show you mine. But, brothers, in the brotherhood, I help men renew their mind to reprogram their reality. If you are truly struggling, you need the help, brother. You can do it on your own. You can do it all alone, but it will take forever. Stop being hard headed, brother. Get some help. Book a strategy call with me in the link in the description so we can start formulating the path to the renewal of your mind, brother. This shit is deep for me, brother. I really feel like this is my mission. I don't feel like, brother, I know this is my mission, brother. I know it is. The third step, what a lot of you niggas was waiting for, is sexual energy mastery. Brother, what you need to understand is this is the most powerful and create brother, what you need to understand is this is the most powerful and creative energy you possess. This energy, if you release it into a woman, brother, can literally bring life out into the world, brother. Think about, like, I don't really think people understand how powerful bringing life into this world and having the ability to bring life and reproduce yourself into this world is, brother. Sexual energy is life force energy. It's the energy that creates life, like we just talked about. It builds dreams and it fuels ambition, brother. But when you do not know how to use it, it can be destructive. And for a lot of men, it is destructive. For me, myself, I know that when I have been in positions where I have not been in control of my sexual energy, it has been destructive, brother, because if you do not control it, it controls you. And I don't want you guys to think that I'm telling you that you cannot deal with women. If you look in the picture below or to the side, brother, I love women, brother. We will never bash women, brother. We understand that they are crazy. We understand that they are emotional creatures, brother, but we enjoy them and we appreciate them for what they are, brother. We love them for who they are. We don't try to change them. We don't try to control them, brother. And this is something that you need to understand. You don't want to just be taking from women or taking and sucking sexual energy from them, brother. It should be a mutual exchange. That's also why you want to make sure you're laying down with women that are beneficial for your life, brother. I'll keep it a stack, brother. I had to cut off bro, women that I felt like I love, bro, I had to cut off and stop dealing with, brother. And don't get me wrong, there's women that I've dealt with that they reached a point in their life where they felt like they had to cut me off. Bro, it is what it is, brother. When that energy is no longer mutually beneficial to the two of you, brother, it's no need. It's no need to try to force anything, brother. It's not, bro. I promise you it's not. And what you need to understand is, like I said, you need to make sure. I'm not saying that you every bro. I'm not gonna tell you where to stick your pole, brother. All I'm gonna say is that if you're oversexed, you're not balanced, brother. But also on the other side, if you're undersexed, brother, you're not balanced at all either, brother. If you're overindulging in sex, brother, you're just chasing dopamine. And when you have those high dopamine rushes and those high dopamine peaks, you're bound to have a very low dopamine crash, brother. You're going to have low drive and you're going to be anxious, brother. Now, on the other side, if you're suppressing that sexual energy, brother, you're going to feel shame. You're going to feel guilt. You're going to feel disconnection, brother. I'm not telling you to disconnect or suppress yourself, brother. True mastery of your sexual energy is awareness and transmutation. And what I mean by that is being aware that this life force is within you. Being aware when you start to feel that feeling in your balls, brother. But learning how to transmute it, learning how to let it rise, learning how to circulate it through your body, learning how to put it into your work, learning how to actually share it with the woman. Like I said, you don't want to just take, brother. When you're in these moments with women and you're having these sexual encounters, brother, intimacy is part of that, bro. If you're just an animal and you just want to hump and thrust up, bro, go by all means do that, bro. But if you ask me, when you're really in tune with a woman, bro, I'm not saying she got to be a wife, she don't got to be a girl, but if y'all two have an understanding, the vibes is right, she's giving you her feminine, beautiful, submissive energy, bro, give her your masculine sexual energy, bro. Don't just take from her, bro. And I promise you, when you give that energy out properly, it's gonna come back to you. It's gonna come back to you 10 times, 100 times, bro. 100x, 100x. And like I said, learn how to transmute this energy and put it into the world, put it into the crafts, put it into your skills, put it into your knowledge, put it into your work, brother. We just said that this energy could bring life, bro. It builds dreams, bro. This is not a game, bro. I'm being dead ass, bro. I hope y'all niggas know I'm being dead ass, bro. So some practical steps for you to actually go on your journey of sexual mastery is, brother, awareness. Like I said earlier, notice the urges and flows of energy without judgment, brother, or acting on impulse. Learn how to feel this and not act. Learn how to just be aware and observe this energy, brother. Then you want to learn transmutation, redirecting that energy into creation, redirecting that energy into the gym, redirecting that energy into your mission, redirecting that energy into your craft. We already talked about it. And the last thing I want to talk about is integration. I will never get up on here and tell you guys to leave women alone or stop sleeping with women. Brother, as long as you're doing it ethically and you're being honest, I truly don't care whether you have a wife, whether you have a girlfriend, whether you have multiple girls, or whether you have a rotation, brother. But you want to do this properly, brother. Use sex and intimacy consciously, not compulsively, brother. Use it for connection and not conquest. I heard somebody say this and it literally was like an awakening moment. Bro, chasing pussy is a never ending game. If you're chasing women and you're chasing pussy just to conquer something, brother, or just for the achievement, you will never be fulfilled, brother. However, when you use sex and intimacy for connection, brother, and to truly connect with the feminine energy, brother, I don't think a lot, if you hate women, you never really experienced a feminine woman, brother. You never experienced a feminine woman that truly loves you if you hate women, brother. Because when you are truly connecting, you guys are, bro, it's such a beautiful thing, brother. Approach sexual interactions with the goal of giving instead of receiving, brother. Use women as inspiration, not as the basis of your actions. No woman, I don't care if she says it to you, no woman wants to be the end all be all for your life, brother. All of your actions shouldn't be based on pleasing a woman or getting pussy. It just shouldn't. But by mastering your sexual energy, brother, you become magnetic, brother. I don't think people really understand the power of that word, but you become magnetic, brother. You become grounded, brother. You become creative, brother. And you become calm, brother. This is where life starts to flow instead of resist you, brother. Now, the result of going through all of this, brother, we talked about three different phases or portions or parts of your life that you want to focus on. When you get all of these things in alignment, brother, and you're operating from the highest version of yourself, you get inner peace, brother. I'm at peace. You get mental clarity, brother. My mind is clear. You get a strong physique. Like I said, the goal is not to be the biggest, fastest, strongest, brother, but you get a strong physique, brother. You could take your shirt off and you like how you look. You like how you look, brother. What more could you want? You have laser focus. You're emotionally stable, brother. Your confidence is magnetic, brother. You begin to experience better life experiences and you get more money, more respect, and better women. At the end of the day, that's what we all want, isn't it, brother? Don't all of us just want more money, more respect, and better women, brother? I just gave you the game plan to get it, bro. So if you're ready to rebuild before 2026, brother, tap in with me. There's 34 days left in the year. You can continue to scroll. You can continue to waste time. You can keep saying next year. Or, brother, you can decide right now, today, right now, that 2026 will not look like 2025, brother. You can make that decision right now if you truly want to. And that's why I have two offerings for you guys, brother. Depending on where your pockets is at right now, I know some of my guys that's watching this aren't well off. They may be going through a financial struggle. So I have something for you guys. But I also have something for my guys that really want to work, bro. That really want to help. That really want to grow. That really want to align with the highest version of themselves, brother. I do offer one-on-one coaching, brother. It's a full rebuild. We target every single area of your life because the goal is to be the best version of ourselves and reach a state of being where we're operating at peak performance. So it's a full rebuild of your fitness, your mind, and your energy, brother. It's direct access to me. It's me helping you with structuring your life, brother, hands off, and daily accountability. You'll have my number, brother. You'll be able to call me or text me 24/7, brother. Coaches aren't offering that, brother. But this does come with a nice price tag, brother. So if your pockets aren't all the way right, that may not be for you, brother. But like I said, if this is something that you really need, trust me, we could work it out. On the other hand, if you just need somewhere to start, if you're new to my content, brother, I do have an ebook. This is the exact blueprint to rebuild or build the mental foundations to start your actual rebuild, brother. And you can check both of these things out in the link down below. You can book a strategy call with me. If we feel like you're a good fit, we'll get you. If we feel like you're a good fit, you'll join the brotherhood, brother, and we'll start building. We'll start rebuilding your discipline. We'll start rebuilding your sexual mastery, brother. And brother, at the end of the day, the goal is for us to be the best version of ourselves. I'm being vulnerable by documenting my journey online, but at the same time, I understand that there's people that were in certain situations that I've been in before, brother. And if I can help one man, I'm good, brother. So every time I'm able to help one person, brother, it brings so much joy to my heart. But guys, the conclusion is like I already said, if you're ready to rebuild before 2026, book a strategy call down in the link below, or you can grab the book down in the link below as well, brother. Please don't waste another year living below your potential and your true identity. I know that there's a grammatical error right there, but if you cannot get past it, then you're a pussy. But if you look at this chart right here, brother, we've talked about this before. Let's stop operating from shame, guilt, grief, and fear, and even desire, brother. Let's stop operating from anger, pride. Let's start kind of operating from courage, brother. That's the first step. Then you want to be willing, brother. Then you want to accept. Then you want to reason, brother. Where we want to operate is from love, joy, peace, and enlightenment. We want to operate from love, joy, peace, and enlightenment, brother. The highest levels of consciousness. But that's the video for today, guys. I'm out.